There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set.
Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From midfield, here's Tua. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. In motion, the tight end. Now a first down carry for Harris. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
52.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, this is Harris. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs, 41 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready, set.
Tua now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now on first down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. Check, kick. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
14. 1st down, Lions.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
6. Mega. Hey,
And the tight end goes in motion left.
ready?
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Drop. 17.
Tua to throw again. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, they can burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Hey,
On the give, this is Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Rodgers. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Over. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tua to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Field, left, rest, wing back.
Here's Tua. St. Brown on the catch, and he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Tua. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tagovailoa. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Blaster. Black shot. Blue striker. Hail green.
Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Green Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.